humble running coming to you from Mount Marathon, just above Seward, Alaska, the last frontier. We flew into Anchorage on July 4th. I'm aware of the Mount Marathon 5K mountain race, whatever you want to call it, but that wasn't on our radar as far as this family trip here. It is Norda 005 week, July 5th, as I'm running here. We actually spent the day driving over from Anchorage. We got in last night over there and gonna spend the majority of the week over here in Seward, or at least the vicinity, with this shoe being released later this week. Of course, brought it along with me for the trip, doing lots of hiking, and I myself am gonna be trying to get a fair bit of running in, being that I have access to some pretty mountainous terrain, as you can see. Not what I have on a day-to-day basis over in Boise. It's been raining quite a bit today, and I believe the past few days, so I'm not sure how high I'll be able to get here today. Did bring a couple of other shoe options along with me, but just that North Face Off Trail Ultra, and also the 005 for a comparison. But if conditions stay like this, probably gonna need the depth of lugs of this 055 and also that Off Trail Ultra. I don't know how the 005 would fare out here, but we'll see if I can find something to do a decent comparison later this week. Ooh. Looks like we have a little bit of clearing. Hoping to catch a view, but ooh, look at that. Wow. Not likely to see the town through there, but we'll be able to see across the way, and we'll see on the other side. Oh, by the way, before you get all up in arms with me talking about the Mount Marathon race here, I am running on the Skyline Trail here, not the actual race course. I don't know the details for sure. I was looking at some maps on Garmin and stuff before I headed out. It obviously seems to go straight up the mountain, down the scree field. You can see it from town. It looks very intimidating, so definitely don't want to start out on that route. And especially, it's like, believe it or not, 9 p.m. right now. So two people ski packing down had skis on their back there, but nobody else out here on this easier route today. Hoo-wee! My gosh. Yeah, there's Seward's down there. Town. Where am I going? This way? Or this way? I think this way. Nope. Seem to be going off track on my map. Got too excited there with the view. Maybe I'll just have to break this Norda 055 review into sections. I do have a tentative plan to do a full review with Brett over at Conversational Pace. But as I talked about in my newsletter and my last video, pulled a hamstring at the end of TrailCon, and I was also busy racing at Broken Arrow and just wasn't able to get the miles in this one. So that one may be coming a little bit down the line, but since I'm here, I figured maybe I could piece it out, show you some action here. Definite mud underfoot, and this 001002 based outsole here, whew, working very well. You can look at this mud here. I'm grabbing in there really good. I think maybe only 1 or 2 slips on the way up here. Again, this is not the Mount Marathon course. This is not the insane straight up variety, but it's pretty steep. Aside from the outsole, one other thing I do have to mention is I like the feel of, say, the higher ankle here. It's just a knit collar that's a little bit higher in the 055, but you also have that thick ring of interior padding wrapping above the heel, around the Achilles, and you also have definitely a more structured heel collar. Pretty flimsy in the 055, shaving as much weight as possible. This one, you have a legit kind of medium to firm type of counter in this model here. Definitely, as I'm going up here, mountainous type of kind of terrain for sure. I like the feel of that higher wrapping, more structured heel, rear area of the shoe in this kind of terrain. These rocks and this mud, foot moving around a little, not inside the shoe, over the terrain, and just get a good sense of it being well wrapped around my foot. Good support around the rear of the shoe here, around the rear of the foot here, I should say. Hamstring is feeling way better now, unbelievably better. Actually, yesterday had a decent run before we jumped on the plane, and straight up here, pretty steep at the bottom too, and residual kind of tightness, maybe a little kind of banged up scar tissue to kind of work out over a longer period, but don't feel restricted at all. Feel actually really good on the way up here. Nice. Alaska, baby. Wow. Pretty wide open and gorgeous over here. Woo, beautiful. My route is taking me to the top of the course, which comes up from the other side. I'm on this side, but I think I'm gonna go out and back today. I don't think I'm gonna go up that way too far, but we'll see. Okay, let's do half here. Easy, then steep. That looks like a hike to me. Oh. Okay, I miscalculated my route here. I forgot the course I loaded goes down the race side, which is steeper and shorter. I thought it was a 50-50 up and down here, but got about 4/10 or so of a mile to go here. It's like 9:45 at night. Super close now. Just gotta wiggle up here around this edge. Oh, and then I can turn around. Is it? I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call that my turnaround. Okay, somebody let me know down in the comments, does the course go up or down this route? Because this looks absolutely insane. I'm not going down there right now. Alright, I'm going to be signing off here for this 055 test. I want to make sure I have my wits about me, even coming down this easier skyline side here. Still pretty rough and rugged here. So, I'll be out in Alaska rest of the week here. More to come, we'll see. North Face shoe, that Trail Ultra, and I'd like to do a bit of comparison testing. We'll see if I can find any suitable terrain out here. I think I did scout out some good routes, so I'll see you later on with some more humble running content from out here on the last frontier. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go back up and around. I saw another little kind of steeper pass through, not all the way at the top, but just a little earlier. They're taking their sweet time blocking my path, and I don't want to interrupt them. I think we are bypassing the moose, although steeper than I would want to go down.